Welcome back to another interesting video. In this video, we're going to put you through how to go about making this beautiful shirt with zip at the front and collar. So if that's what you're interested in, kindly hit on the subscribe button as we move right into the video. So to start with, I have my rectangular fabric here. So I cut it already out. When cutting yours, ensure to cut the full measurement. This is the back panel. Yeah, this is the back panel. So I'm using the full measurement in which I'm working with 33 plus 4 inches as I usually do in a regular senator. And this is the front panel. You can see I've also cut out the front panel like this. And if you notice carefully, you will observe that the front panel is 1 inch wider than the back panel, while the back panel is 4 inches longer than the front panel, just as in regular senator. So this 1 inch extra that I have is for my zipper allowance. So to start with, I'm going to put these two together like this. This is the folded end. You can see this is the folded end. Let me just speak that one after the other so that you can understand it clearly. You can see this is the open end and this is the folded end, just as you would draft your normal senator. And this is the front panel. So at this point, I'm going to align this upper part together like so, making sure that this other side matches each other. Then the excess is going to be here. That's the 1 inch zipper allowance is going to be here. So what I'm going to do now is to mark this other part. So I'm going to mark at this angle 3 inches, just as I would do in regular senator. And I'm sloping it, going to slant it all the way to the neckline like this. Okay, I'm going to cut. Actually, do not use any pen on it. This fabric pen is a kind of pen that's easily cleaned off when you apply heat on it. That means if you just iron it, you will not see any mark on it. So don't try using a regular pen to mark your fabric. Okay, this is mainly for the fabric. So even if I should stain it with a pen, once there is heat, if I apply heat on it, it will erase it. So they call it heat erasable pen, fabric pen. Okay, so let's proceed. And if you want to get something like this, let me have your comments in the comment section. Then I'm going to direct you on how to get it. We move. When I'm done cutting the slants, I'm going to adjust this carefully to the down part. Then I'll mark 1 inch here like this. And I'm going to draw a line. This is mainly for people who don't know how to go about this. Then I'm going to fold this over like this and iron it down. Okay guys, so after ironing it down, the next thing for me to do is to go ahead and mark the shoulder measurement. So as I'm going to mark the shoulder measurement, I will ensure that I take out my 1 inch zipper allowance. So you can see rightly where the back panel is. So I'm going to start the measurement there. But if you cannot really locate where everything starts, it is advisable to fold in this zipper allowance. So I'm not going to do that at this moment because I know the fabric I'm working with and I can easily locate where it is. So you can just open it up like this so you can see clearly where your back panel is. Okay, so I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement. Half of the shoulder that I'm working with is 8.5 plus seam allowance. It gives me 9 inches. So I'll mark the 9 inches here. I'll do that on 2 points. And then I'm going to draw a straight line like this. Okay, so having gotten that, I'm going to draft my armhole depth. I'm taking 8.5 at this point. Then I'll draw a perpendicular line towards this direction. Okay, so when I'm done like that, the next thing for me to do is to curve my armhole. I'll go ahead and curve my armhole. Meanwhile, I'll locate where my chest measurement is. Half of it is 12 inches. Then I'll mark. I'm going to draw my armhole curve like this. This is for the back, and this is for the front. So coming to the front side, I'm going to mark my neck measurements. While marking the neck, you should also take note of where it is. So marking 2.5 here by 4 inches. So here is now 4 inches, and I'll curve. Then after curving, I'm going to raise only the front panel. Remember, only the front. Don't cut through the back, please. Only the front. Then I will cut it following the line. Okay. So after cutting it this way, I'll take out the back part like this. I have a detailed tutorial on how to cut this. So let me add my seam allowance. I'm working with 1.5. So whatsoever I have here, I'm going to mark it. This is 13.5. I'm going to mark it here, 13.5. Then I'm going to take in that part like so in order to shape the outfit. I hope you're following through. Okay. So after drafting it that way, I'm going to cut it out now. I'm cutting through the back first. Thereafter, I'm going to cut the front. Just the front piece. Just the front piece, please. When you're resting it, make sure that you are resting only the front piece. So you can see now, this is the difference between the front and the back. So this is how far we can go for the cutting aspect of it. Do you want to see how I'm going to draft the sleeve? Do well to drop your comments in the comment section. And if you also want to see how I am going to put the pieces together to bring out the wonderful outfits that you saw, do well to drop your comments in the comment section. So until I come your way in the next episode of the sewing aspect of it. From me now, it's a bye-bye. See you in my next video. Bye.
Each stitch reflects my story. Each thread is crafted with care. For every man and every woman, thoughtfully designed with precision and flair. I am in a messy Bessie, driven by passion in all I create, designing timeless bespoke fashion with purpose, quality and style.